Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 60 of our FTB OceanBlock Let's Play series, where today we are figuring out how we can tick accelerate all the things that we're going to need to, including our hydroponic beds back there. So let's get started. Okay, so Chaos Guardian taken care of. We're done. We're good to go. Some point during that fight, though, apparently we lost power. Or well, we didn't lose power, but we lost our reactor stopped running. And I didn't mean to hit activate there, but oh, actually, it's activating on its own. It's okay. So I see what's going on. It's activated and it's running, but we're dripping on fuel because we ran out of uranium. No uranium. I do have uranium seeds, but I never set up a hydroponic pot because, well, y'all know how the hydroponic pot thingy went, or the hydroponic bed. I've been slowly working on it, but I haven't set everything up. I know I'm pretty sure I said I was going to do it in between last episode, but after the whole Chaos Guardian fight thing, yeah, I just never got around to it. I really need to get these seeds taken care of too in this pot, so that it can continue producing its draconium essence. But yeah, I just haven't done that. You are there. I could get a universal pipe set up to run over to the other side here. We could just pipe right off of this. Also, this is on fast mode. Universal pipe can just come right down here. Bam, and then we set this to extract. So I need to get these uranium seeds planted so we can get uranium production going, because I took care of the fluorite. We were going to have an issue with fluorite, and we no longer have a fluorite issue, but apparently we have a uranium issue. So yeah. With that said, though, I want to start working on a couple different things. I want to continue trying to tweak these. The growth accelerators, I've gotten a couple comments. These growth accelerators are very confusing. Some people say you have to tier up. You have to put the inferium, and then the prudentium, then the tertium, then the imperium, then the supremium. Others say no, it should work with these. Some people say it doesn't work in the hydroponic bed with the mystical agriculture essence seeds. It works with regular crops. Some people say it doesn't. So there's I guess a lack of proper information as to how these things work. I don't like this that I have going on here. So let's do that. There we go. And then I can do that. So, yeah, that's where we're at with this. As for what we're going to do going forward, the draconic, I'm gonna take a small break from draconic just because that chaos dragon fight, it took a lot out of me. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and fight the chaos dragon. I'm gonna have to at some point, because I'm gonna want to get the chaos, more chaos shards, so we can do the things that we need to do. We could set up try and figure out how to get essence of creativity. That way we can like what am I trying to say? That way we can duplicate this. But in order to do this, we'd have to get one creative essence, which is going to require 4 singularities, and then we'd have to get a creative bucket, creative tank of some sort. And the recipe for that requires another 4 singularities, plus it requires creative energy cubes. Is that the only creative things that it takes? Yeah, so I mean, we could set up creative energy cubes, but that's going to require a bunch of draconic that is chaotic tier. So we'd have to actually set that up, and that's going to require a creative capacitor, apparently, more singularities, like 2 creative capacitors technically. So it's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. We'll see where we end up with that at some point. I do want to dive into some of the singularities and stuff, but we'll see how far we end up making it. Sound like a plan? Okay. So with that being said, let's get another hydroponic bed setup going on here for our uranium so we can get our power going. Our power, by the way, in our induction matrix is fine. We didn't run out. We still have billions of power left. I was concerned by how much power we were using during the Chaos Guardian fight. I didn't think we would run out, but I wasn't sure, how hard we were going to end up hitting it, and it turned out to be not terribly too bad. So I'm not gonna stress over our power usage from the Chaos Guardian fight. Let's get this uranium going so we can get that going and growing. And then I want to work on a couple things. Let's work on trying to maybe I'm I'm torn. I want to continue working on this, but we've done that a couple past episodes, so I don't know how far into it I want to go. I want to get things tick accelerated. It's been commented a couple times that the player simulator from Integrated Dynamics or Integrated Tunnels specifically is able to do this. And for that, we would just need the player simulator and acceleration wand. We would need integrated cables. We would need a logic cable, and we're going to need something to charge the acceleration wand. And I think, don't we have cubes? Don't we have energy cubes? Can a mechanism energy cube do this? Or what about, don't we have some power cubes, energy cells? Like if I were to use one of these, like a power energy cell, maybe that would work. And then we would need like a item interface, something like that to get this going. And then we would also need the portable logic programmer, because we're gonna need a Boolean card to tell the player simulator to use the acceleration wand, and then variable cards themselves. So I think this is what we would need to get this set up. Not the draconic staff of power, but this is what we would need to do to get the acceleration wand to actually accelerate things automatically for us. So it's a to-do. Maybe, do we want to do that this episode? I kind of want to do a little chill episode, something that's not so chaotic. So yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and try this out. I have mineral, correct? Yes. And I have mineral berries and slabs and all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, so let's get this going. So we're going to teach the system how to make a bunch of things, and then we're going to actually craft a bunch of things. We're going to have to get some, stuff going for us here. And yeah, so player simulator, you're going to want to know how to make this, and then we're going to need to know how to make each of these items. We're going to require an item exporter, which is going to require an item interface, which is going to require crystallized mineral chunks, which, let's see, do we want to just be able to throw logs into, and we'll get so many. The issue is we're going to get the mineral resin too. But we can have that just go to a tank. And we can go to items, and we're going to guarantee to get 2 out of this, and potentially more, but we'll just say we'll get 2 from this. And that's going to go into a mechanical squeezer. So that took care of the world item exporter, except for a logic director, which requires crystallized chorus chunks, which is the same thing. It's chorus fruit. What is proto-chorus? Oh, that's a crafting recipe. Do we have a lot of chorus fruit? Yes, we have a lot of chorus fruit. We can pop chorus fruit. Okay. Logic director is going to require this, which is going to require this. We're going to do this. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Back to here. Bam. And then you're going to go into the squeezer. Pop chorus fruit is going to go into an energized smelter. Okay. Let's, and that's all for the item exporter, right? Yes. And then nope. You equal that, and then equal. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So then we should just be able to do this and get the item exporter. This is a standard craft. And then we just need to get the item importer and the input variable transformer. There's a lot of stuff we're going to have to teach the system, aren't we? Variable cards. Apparently I don't have sticky pistons in here. All right, let's go ahead and drop some of this stuff off. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. And yeah, okay. So you are all standard crafting stuff. We need to get the processing set up for these. You're a standard craft as well, but I'm out of room, so you can go here. The popped chorus fruit can go over to our smelter. That's you. And then I'm going to go ahead and teach all the rest of these recipes that we need, because we still need to do, these other things. Plus, we're going to have to do the logic cables, the portable logic programmer, and all that stuff. So I'm going to teach all this stuff off camera. We'll come back when it's all done, and then we'll work on set the squeezer up. So yeah, be right back. Okay. All right. So we have all the things that we need. Also, somebody note and remind me, I have 96 levels. I should probably put away into our Tome of Peritia, but I don't want to do that right now on camera. It's a little bit unengaging content. So our mineral stuff, where do we want to set this up? This is kind of our mechanism. This is our industrial foregoing. Are we going to have more industrial foregoing, or can I just like take over this little section over here for our squeezer and drying basin? I think I'm going to do that. For now, we have to use the unpowered version until we get a little bit, and then we can craft the basin. I need to add that to my to-do list, and we can then craft the powered version, but it's going to require a little bit of, well, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it, of crystallized mineral to start out with. So we're just going to go ahead and do this manually. So I believe this needs to turn face that way so that it can dump into the drying basin. We're going to put our mineral log in here, and then we're just going to turn off our jetpack and jump down on this. Bam, and it's going to fill that up. Put our button down, reset it. This is going to dry at some point. Takes a bit. There we go, and we got a chunk. And that's basically what we have to do, is just do this for a few iterations to get some of these blocks, and then, you know, we can just keep going. And what you can do is you can actually have this pre-squeezed while that's doing its thing. Squeeze that, grab this, reset, do this, and then eventually, like I said, we're going to get the mechanical versions of them, which you would think this is the mechanical version because I'm manually doing this, but the mechanical versions are actually the powered version of them. So yeah, I just got to get a couple of these blocks. I don't know exactly how many. I'm going to go ahead and say the quest is telling me I need 4. So probably 4 is how we get started with it. But we'll grab these, reset this, and we'll have 6 total available to us. Eventually. Gimme. Okay, cool. And then we can break down, 2 of them, and let's see what happens. Okay. So then we want the mechanical squeezer, which is going to require an energy battery. That's 1. And then another energy battery. So that's 2 of them. And then squeezer. Probably going to need more. So recipe for you is this. But you need these, and they have NBT data because they started charging, so that's okay. We can put this down here, and now we have a UI that we can access, and we should be able to dump all of that stuff out. Will it automatically dump out into a drying basin? I don't know. Let's get a flux point. Bam. Pop that guy on there. You are our, what is this? This is, what are these called? Mineral chunk prod. Mineral or crystal mineral prod. How about that? Okay, so now all we have to do is just put the mineral log in here, and it's going to automatically do the thing. Auto eject fluid, true, and it will automatically put into here, and then this is going to do its thing as well. So yeah, that's actually pretty darn good. So then we're going to get buckets of this, or blocks of this, and then chunks of this. We need to import it into the system, but I want to go ahead and get the automated drying basin so that it can, we can import and export from it too. We could set up a hopper on this, I believe, and let it pull out from the bottom with a hopper, or maybe even a log will do it. I'm not sure. And then we can just recombine these if we wanted to into the blocks, but we're going to get the blocks from this process anyway. So let's get the mechanical drying basin. We're just going to get 2 of these. Take this basin. Is this in slow mode? It is. Man, it is just so fast sometimes. Wrong inventory. Here we go. And there we go. We got the drying basin now as well. So it's going to fill up. It just needs to get power with a universal cable. Probably have some in here. Probably don't have some in here. Okay. Universal cable. Wow, they're all in here. Bam. Okay, so that's going into there, and it's going to automatically process the crystallized mineral, and it's much faster. So what I want to do is grab this and the blocks of these, because they're going to all get, we're going to get these imported into the system. Let's go ahead and add them to a drawer real quick. And we're not going to have infinite of these, but we'll just have them in a drawer so that as we need them, I guess I didn't really need to put them in a drawer because we're not going to get, we're going to actually request crafting of these with crafters or a crafter. I guess that wasn't necessary to do that, but that's okay. So you're going to go here, and then I need to take all of you, and then you should drain yourself. Okay, so you guys are going to go there. Crafter is going to get rotated properly. It's going to get these two recipes. So we have this one, and then we have the popped chorus fruit, which is just going to take the chorus chunks. If we get popped chorus fruit, for example, a stack of those, and we'll let that run through because it's in the smelter. But if we take these, and bam, and put these in here, we'll now get the crystallized chorus chunks and a little bit of liquid chorus, which is going to make the blocks again. But you need a bucket of it. Bam. Okay, cool. So that will automatically import, so we can set up a, let's see, we need to get refined storage over here. So we need to set up a, honestly, what's our best way? Let's get a cable or a few. And then we need to get refined storage to here. So what if we set up, I was going to say, what if we set up the refined storage to go? There's no real good way to do this, is there? Mainly just because of the way this is, we're going to have a hole somewhere, and that hole is going to have to be right here. We can set up a importer. But we're going to need an importer on both of these. Again, XNet would solve this problem. I could just set up XNet and then have it handle everything, but that's okay. We'll set up the importers on the bottom. Oh, great. It's right over my column, too. Did not set this up properly. Nope. Okay. Well, if I'm going to have to do that, then I might as well just have this run the other way then. If it's going to be like that, we'll just have it go like this. Bam. And then we can cover that back up at least. Well, it's going to get the importer. Okay, cool. And then we can just connect straight over to here. Does it look great? No. But again, like I said, our oil rig is starting to become a little bit mismanaged, but it fits the vibe, an oil rig is supposed to be industrial looking and everything. But that gets that going. So now we can get these in here, and then we just have to get importers set up on both of these so we can import the stuff. Importer. Okay. Can I put these back in there just to test the importing? No. But it imported this stuff, so that means it did work. So we're going to get the crystallized, and we're good to go. Can I clean up any of these holes here? I don't think so. I got a saddle from somewhere. But we have it automated, and that's what matters. Automated stuff. Yes, that's always the best. Okay, so then we can go ahead and craft the things that we need. Integrated dynamics. So we need the player simulator. Missing 2 output variable transformers. Apparently, I taught the input, but not the output. So let's go pop down here. I believe the input or the output is just the reverse. Like you just craft it reversed. What is it? What used it? It was one of these. You convert over to the output, correct? Incorrect. Output variable. Well, now it knows. Okay. Output variable transformer, and now we should be able to get a player simulator. Okay. Everything should be good to go. And we should have all the stuff in here, so it should be a pretty quick craft. So we got a player simulator. We're going to need a little bit of logic cables. I did teach the system how to make these, but that was an easy enough craft. We're going to need an item interface, which is you. Just one of those. We're going to need a portable logic programmer, which I did teach it how to make. You don't technically need the portable version. You could do the standard version, but I mean, we're going to carry it around with us, so why not? Variable cards, and then we did the mechanical squeezer, and bada bing, bada boom. So then we just need the acceleration wand, which I did teach the system how to make extras of. I do have one already, which is fine. And then we need our power energy cell. And we'll see if the basic will work, if it can maintain. We do need to get into power to be able to start getting it faster, or get more power. And then we can, maybe we could even use this tick acceleration on the power thing. I don't know. On the reactor. I wonder if that would work. Okay, so we're going to test this on uranium, because uranium is what we are low on. Uranium. Oh, wait, we actually have 1,000 uranium essence. I never taught the system how to make uranium. And that's why we ran out there. Real quick, let's just solve that before I forget. You make uranium. Now you're probably going to request uranium. Look at that. Requesting 44 uranium. I cannot believe I had uranium sitting in there and I never taught the system how to actually use it. Okay. So with that being said, do we need to speed up the uranium? No, I don't think so. Let's speed up the draconium, because I mean, we have 8,000 draconium essence, but we're going to want more. I can almost guarantee we're going to need more of this at some point or other. Or, oh, I don't know which way I want to go. How much uranium have we used? Well, we're draining the uranium. All right, we'll set it up on the uranium. Okay, cool. Stop talking about it and let's do it. So we're going to set up our player simulator to be here. It's going to point to this, and that's what it's going to use. Okay, it's going to use the player simulator on the hydroponic bed. If we pop down here, let's just clear out a little working area. We should be able to set up a logic cable. Bam. And put one here. We can put our energy cell, say, here. And then a item interface here. And then we're going to set the acceleration wand to be in this slot, so it's going to charge. Okay. And then the player simulator is going to click. And we want to set up a variable card real quick of click of true. So we're going to go with a Boolean, true. Set up our variable card in there. Bam, take it. So now we have a Boolean of true. And we're going to have click be here. Okay. So now it is going to click onto this. But what is it going to click? Well, we need to actually set up the item interface. We want it to set up, I believe this is okay. Ticks per operation. Yes. And then here for the click, we're going to set it to channel 0. Channel 0. Okay. We are going to have it right click. Correct. Do I need to check that? Okay. Right click, right hand, continuous click. We want it to sneak click. And yeah, that should be doing the thing. Is it doing it? Oh, it's doing it. We're draining power inside of our thing, which means this is tick accelerating. Oh yeah, look at that. Bam. We're getting 2 essence. About every second we're getting 2 essence. So essentially doubled our processing here of uranium essence. And it's super simple and easy to set up. And we could even we could set this up so that, let's move it. Because the nice thing with the they can share block space. So like this is all in one block space. We can put this item interface here and it's still in the same block space. And that should just continue working again, right? Yep. And start draining. And since it attached to here, that actually gets the power going back up. So that is tick accelerating the hydroponic beds. Doubled our speed essentially on these things. That's actually pretty nice, and it's compact. I don't know how much power ultimately this is using, but it looks like this is able to maintain easily with the basic energy cell, so you don't have to get power set up yet. And we could set this up on all of them except for really this one, because our we have to have that side used for the awakened draconium, and unless we can pipe from the top, which I doubt, we can't access this side. So if we were to do this, we'd have to move the awakened draconium one and then not have, or have just a basic one sitting here, which we can move the regular draconium over to here and then have the awakened draconium here. Oh no, but we still won't be able to access the other side. That does make this kind of a pain. Theoretically, I guess we could set it up to extract from here on this one, because it'll feed from here, and then we could set one up there. But yeah, that is hydroponic bed processing. Look at that. Look at that uranium go. It is quick and super easy to set up. You just had to get the integrated dynamics part taken care of, and that's it. So then we can just craft. Now, keep in mind the acceleration wands do require a nether star, so you're going to have nether stars set up in your system somewhere. In which it looks like we ran out of wither skulls. Yes. So because we're supposed to have 256 nether stars, but we ran out of wither skulls, so we don't. But yeah. If you wanted to set up, I like this. It takes up literally 2 blocks, and automated acceleration wanding. Can we make this like click faster is the question. Channel, round robin, click, click, click. Item transfer rate 1, entity index, offset. Yeah, so it's doing its thing. Target side, ticks per operation, just 1. Yeah, ticks per operation is 1. Yeah. It looks like that's about as fast as it can get, but I like it. All right, so that's it for this episode. Like I said, it's a light, easy episode, nothing too crazy. I needed a little break from the Chaos Guardian, and I needed to make sure I didn't get an episode that took me an hour to record. So yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.